start. There we go. Did you memorize that, Mike?
Oh, the whole book I did.
Good.
Last night after golf.
After golf. Oh my. I need to stay awake for that. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call Thursday, June 10th board meeting to order. Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Supervisor Conway.
Here.
I'm here. Trustees Bowman.
Here.
Sides.
Here.
Newport DK.
Here.
Here. Sesser and our highway.
Here.
Okay, so just note that Tossie's on Zoom, so we have it for the minutes, okay? It is 7:05. Okay, please join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next is public comments. Seeing nobody in the audience today, we'll just move forward to approval of the board meeting minutes of May 13th, 2021. We have a motion.
Motion. Second.
Tasha and Lori cannot vote on these.
On number item 5 or number 6.
Right.
I didn't run at the board that time, so.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, any corrections, changes? Or questions, changes? Okay. Hearing none, Lucy, will call the roll.
Trustee Sides.
Yes.
Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
And Supervisor Conway.
Yes. Okay, next, can I have a motion for this, to approve the special board meeting minutes of May 15th, 2021?
Motion.
Any questions, changes? Pretty simple one.
None for me.
Okay, Lucy, will call the roll.
Okay, Sides.
Yes.
And Bowman.
Yes.
And Supervisor Conway.
Yes. Okay, next is the committee meeting minutes. Can I have a motion to accept the meeting minutes of the committee of the whole meeting dated May 26th and the communication committee meeting dated also dated May 26th?
I have a question.
Yeah.
On the notes, it doesn't have the committee chairs, and I thought we discussed that prior to starting the meeting.
We did, but they're being voted on at this board meeting, and then they'll be inserted after that.
Okay.
Okay,
I wanted them on this.
but it wasn't official.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
had them on there. Pick them up.
so do we have any motions yet?
I move Lori motion, but I'll second.
Okay, all right. Any other questions about the minutes? Okay, hearing none. Lucy, we call the roll.
Okay, Trustee Wilbur.
Yes.
Trustee Sides.
Yes.
Newport DK.
Yes.
Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
And Supervisor Conway.
Yes. Next, can I have a motion to approve, first I'll have Lucy clerk Crowley read the board audit from May 11th through June 7th, 2021.
Okay, total general town fund, $28,368.99. Total general assistance, $1,500. Total general road, $7,538.62. Permanent road, $14,499.85. Park maintenance, $13,702.76. Cemetery maintenance, $32.18. Total payroll, $139,377.01. Total of all funds, $205,019.41.
Okay. Can we have a motion to approve the audit as read by Clerk Crowley?
Motion.
Any questions about the audit?
I do. I could ask you.
It's up to you.
Yeah, they're very small questions, so I'll just.
Okay, we can meet right after together.
That would be great.
Okay, so it doesn't change the vote anymore,
Not at
right? Okay, just an explanation, we
Yeah,
got
just
it.
explanation.
I know there's a lot of questions when it's first time reading all this, so no
Yeah,
worries.
No questions.
I do too, I don't know, this is a better version than we used to have, so. Okay, then, hi. Anybody else? Okay, so Lucy, we need
Trustee Sykes,
Yes.
trustee White,
Yeah.
supervisor Conrad,
yes?
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
and trustee Newport Duque.
Yes,
You can make a motion from there though too. Big, can't you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Monthly updates from elected officials, department heads, and township manager. Let's see, I have a couple things to report on. I passed out, a newspaper article, it was in the Daily Herald. 2 weeks ago, this was on the front page of our local paper here, and it was also in the Daily Herald in the Arlington Heights, but in the, further in, it wasn't on the cover. So I just made a copy for everybody for their records. To date, they've saved about, I've earned, I should say, raised about $3,300, I think. Daily Herald, the radio was also called and interviewed Susan Dillon at the time. So that we also got that exposure as well. Someone donated a bike rack from Wisconsin that is currently sitting at the highway department waiting to be installed. So they're very anxious to try to get to the 10,000 level before July 1st. Because they applied for a matching grant and they need to have 10,000 in order to earn that money. So they're still out there working the streets, so to speak. So that's an update on the Peace Poll. The chamber is having their annual golf outing June 28th. They still have openings and looking for volunteers. So if anybody would like to get involved with that or golf, June 28th, there's still openings. July 10th, the chamber's having their annual expo. We missed last year because of COVID, so they're having one this year. July 10th, expo at the Concord from 9 to 2, so spread the word. I also want to recognize Kim H. from Palatine. She submitted this photo on the cover of our booklet from part of our photo challenge. So she was the one that was selected to be recognized this month. So congratulations, Kim, on that. It was a lovely picture of the sunset of over Lake Zurich. Anything else? I think that's all I have. So, Joel, do you have any report?
I'm just glad to see, Mr. wrote an article about the Peace Poll.
Yeah.
We reached out to you and appreciation on that, it's a good touch. And just welcome to Mike, our new head of our highway department. Glad to have you on board. First official meeting.
Yep.
So glad to have Lori, first official board meeting, and Tulsi, first official board meeting. So looking forward to the new term and working with you.
Welcome. John, any report?
All right, so we are wrapping up the assessments. So actually we'll be done this month. So we got about one more week to go. We'll be getting those turned in, and then we'll do kind of our review of that, cleanup, things like that. So in light of that, we expect the assessment notices to be mailed in July, mid-July to the end of July, which we'll have 30 days from the date it's mailed for people to file an appeal. So like always, when you get that blue assessment notice in the mail, take a look at it. Look at the value, see if that makes sense. I know there's all kinds of craziness going on in the real estate market, so there should be plenty of sales to look at for most of us. But just see if that makes sense. Look at the factual information. You can go on our website for the property info at imslake.org. Put in the PIN or the address. It works for all of Ela Township. You can see the factual information on file. See if that makes sense. Again, the size of the home, whether you're a crawl space or a basement, size of garage, all that kind of comes into play when we're creating our assessments. So if there's any factual errors, reach out right away. We can get that corrected. We may be able to go back and correct the last tax bill as well. So once that's done, we'll be doing all the assessment appeals. With all the craziness in the real estate market, we've been looking at the sales. We did not do any equalization this year. So for the most part, all of Ela Township is going to get the equalization from the county. So it should be around 1% higher than last year, unless you've made changes to the property. So, you know, in our next quad here in a couple of years, it could be a little more interesting. So we'll keeping an eye on things and just kind of see where that goes. Yes, ma'am.
That was IS, like.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yep.
the information on the webpage as well.
It is. It's on the website, and that's where you can find like a detailed step-by-step on, there's two different guides on how to appeal. One's kind of the general overview. One gives you an actual literal screenshots and all that on how to do the comps. You can, you know, look at the grid. You can look at, you know, all the other properties in the township. If you want to see kind of what we have on different properties, you can look at the recent sales in there from the past, you know, 3 to 5 years, and kind of do a lot of research to see what's going on.
Lori, do you have any report? Anything you'd like to say?
I just have a question about the first meeting.
Okay.
Are they still scheduled to open on July 1st?
Well, they're kind of open already,
Right.
but they were gonna know whether they could more fully open. They were supposed to know, I think, by tomorrow. But now the governor said yes to tomorrow, and I'm assuming the aging group is saying the same, but I don't know that.
Okay, I was just wondering that.
And Susan's not feeling well, so she's not gonna make it here today.
Yeah,
So we can text her if you like.
no big deal.
Okay. Sure. Mr. Bowman, any report?
Nothing to report, again, welcome to the two trustees of the department. Susan, thank you for all your service.
But Kelly, any?
No, there's a party for Susan, and some pretty good times traveling around.
Wish you luck.
Whatever happens from the schools.
Oh, no.
We were in the University of Chicago, we were all over.
A quick report from Susan Dillon. This was the first week of shooting started. We're finishing up tomorrow, and I believe we have 28 campers this week. So unfortunately, it's a really hot week, but the campers, and I know the leaders were coming in here to cool off and have their lunch in here, but so everything's been going well. Joe's done a really good job, she says, and everything's going smoothly on the senior end as well. It's a really great team. Tomorrow night is the Jimmy Buffett concert. They have 63 people registered as of the close of day today, so they're going to have a full parking lot of parrot heads out there tomorrow night. So that should be interesting.
Where's that at?
The parking lot concert at the community center. So they were striking off the blocks, I think, as we speak. So anyway, so that's,
Was she interviewed anyone for the show?
she had a couple, I believe, last week, but I have not heard. So I'm assuming no, might be doing second interview, but I will not ask for 10 anything. That you? Okay.
He says there's a real shortage.
Yes.
Everybody's looking for a show.
Okay, Mike, do you have anything you'd like to stand up and report? We have a microphone and a podium over there.
Can everybody hear me okay?
We can hear you.
Okay, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Gloria Palmblad, Township Supervisor, Bill Stefaniak, Township Manager, and the entire Township Board for giving me this opportunity to lead the Highway Department. It humbles me greatly that you have the trust and confidence in me to lead this team. I genuinely appreciate it. From what I've seen these past few weeks, I just wanted to let the entire board know that Agnes, Jeff, and all the Highway Department employees are hardworking and dedicated individuals. We as a township should be grateful that we have them working for us. Last few weeks have been challenging, to say the least, but I've been lucky enough to spend some time out on the job with the guys, and I've witnessed them perform their jobs with professionalism and excellence. It is something to be in awe of. I've been able to spend a lot of time meeting everyone from all of our other township departments, as well as others from the surrounding towns that we work with. It is going to take some time to remember everybody's names, but I'm looking forward to developing a great working relationship with them. As far as everything else goes, our mowing crew has been busy mowing and weed whipping all Ela parks and properties. The tree crew is busy trimming, removing dead trees and clearing sight lines. And the road crew has been out filling potholes with UPM. All I have, thank you.
You have any questions for Mike?
Are you, Matt, the village managers and surrounding areas, especially the ones that have area?
I have a meeting with North Barrington on Tuesday. I've met with Killdeer.
That was gonna be, 2 days ago, or yesterday. No, the day before, Tuesday.
And then we've met with Long Grove.
Did you meet with the new,
Pardon?
did you meet with the new administrator?
At Long Grove,
Yeah.
we met with Beth and
That's Deer
Susan.
Park. That is Deer Park.
Oh, Deer Park, I'm sorry, not Long Grove.
Okay.
Okay. There's time transition.
Yeah, they still an interim there, right? Oh, they, okay. I didn't know that yet, so.
So we're still trying to set up appointments to meet everybody else.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it's gonna take, and they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
One more thing before I leave, we did post the vacant position on our Facebook page
Okay.
and also on the township website. We've had a couple applicants already, pretty strong applicants that I will call in for some interviews. So we'll see what else we get. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want one to repair your lawnmowers?
I think we've got plenty of those.
Do you? Okay, Don.
Trustee Tosi, do you have any comments or any report you'd like to make? I didn't mean to skip you, but I can't see you, so.
Yeah, no comments. Thank you.
I'm sorry? Oh, no report. Okay, thank you. Do you mind if I go to Will next and I'll go to you? Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Township manager?
Doing the waves?
Yeah, we're waiting.
I
for
started
you.
over here.
We're stretching. We're getting ready.
So I'd like to start off by welcoming our newly elected officials and wish you all the best in the years ahead. I look forward to working with each of you more closely in the coming months. I also want to welcome aboard the township's newest employee, Mike DePau, who is the township's new highway superintendent. So welcome aboard, Mike. You got a big responsibility ahead of you, so glad to have you on board. And I also want to thank Susan Fackler, our Director of Community Family Services, for her 17 plus years of service to the township and the surrounding communities. She has been, and her program has been a tremendous asset to the township. So I want to really thank you for the job well done over almost 2 decades. So not to date you.
You're aging her.
But no, really tremendous job. So I know you built the programs up from the start and, over the years, and, the township thanks you for your service. So we'll look forward to celebrating with you here shortly at the end of June. Moving on to operations, there are a couple of updates. First, beginning on Monday, June 14th, 2021, Ela Township offices will return to normal operating hours for residents. To enter all public buildings, following the state's guidance, masks will be optional for residents and employees that are vaccinated and required for those that are not. Those who would like to continue wearing masks, whether they are vaccinated or not, are encouraged to do so. Some prevention measures, such as screen guards, hand sanitizer stations, and contact tracing will continue to remain in place for the time being. These access guidelines will be posted at all public buildings beginning on Monday. Regarding personnel, I will mention that there are multiple vacant positions that are now posted via the township's website, social media, Indeed, and other association websites. Of special note, first round interviews, I'll mention, have already begun for the upcoming Community Family Services Director position. So, and those went very well. So I'll have more to report on that shortly. Lastly, I did want to mention Microsoft Office 365 software licenses have come up for renewal. So those have been submitted for next year through the township's IT broker, Liftoff. So those will renew starting July 1st. And finally, I'm glad to announce the township has recently been awarded the official designation of becoming a green power community by the EPA. So Ela Township will be saving around 5,260,000 kilowatts per hour through alternative energy use this year. For perspective, this is the equivalent amount of energy to power almost 500 homes with electricity use for 1 year, or almost 15.5 million miles driven by electric car. So that's all I got. And yep.
For
Trustee
the
Hoyt.
future interviews for community, if I could possibly, since that's where I'm going to be representing is the money.
We're gonna do this.
Yep, that'll be up for discussion here soon.
Yep. No, that's okay. That's
Absolutely.
fine. That's okay. Yes.
Any other questions I
Any
can answer?
questions for, anybody? Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Last but not least, the final report.
This is now my,
Last one.
this is really my last one, really the last one.
You better have a copy of that.
It's all in the report, Lucy.
That's what I said. I don't know why you guys didn't report when you see the book, because I asked.
I have to say that when I first got this job of the director of the social work program back then, Lucy was there. And I even remember what you were wearing.
Oh, and we met upstairs in the historic.
In the
site.
historic, yeah.
We lived, after you got up those stairs, you could be interviewed.
Yeah.
And I think we had like 20 interviews.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And what got me the job is it was my dream job. Because Mike, I think it was, I said this was my dream job to be able to do this. And as evident, it has been my dream job because I'm always thinking of something. And I know there's been many times, Gloria, Lucy, what are you doing? Stop doing, don't do that. Oh, one more group, come on. You know, the grief group. And our groups have always been really successful, and so have our programs. We had the charity knit and crochet and quilters meet the other day. We're now meeting in the concession stand. And yesterday I had my computer and I was going through all the old pictures that I had. And it was really something else, because then I went through all the kids and this, like when they were real little, and they'll probably be coming on Friday too. So, you know, the fact that the board believed in me and just kind of left me alone and just said, do what you want to do, really afforded me the ability to really spread the reach of Ela Township. And we're known, not just because of me, but, you know, we're known as a kind and caring and compassionate township. So it's been exciting. Will and I have been interviewing people. We did some first rounds, and I was at a meeting yesterday afternoon with Lake County Advisory Board that I've been a member of, and everybody around the table is saying how difficult it is to get social workers. And it is difficult. We really didn't have that many to pick from, but we do have a couple like strong candidates. So let's see what happens. And then when it comes to filling Casey's position, because her last day was 2 weeks ago, or a week, I don't know, it just seems like
It's 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. So hopefully we'll be as lucky as getting some people in, but all through Lake County, they're saying how hard it is because everybody would rather just do virtual and do private. And, you know, that's what's going on. But I'm kind of sad in a way that I don't get to work with the new board members as well as the old ones. I enjoyed working with you. Joel, you were one of my committee chairs, and I think Larry, you were too. Yep, and Gloria, you and Gloria together. Yeah, so, you know, I'll get to meet with Lori again before we leave, but I'd known her before. But I have to say one more note on Charity Knit. We had a lot of people come, and we had a lot of people in the community that came, and Gloria was there, which was really nice. And they're worried that it won't stay, but Gloria has already said, you know, it's going to stay. And we when we're interviewing, we're asking if they know how to knit or crochet. Number one criteria for social work.
Because
it really is an important group. Last month, we also, and it's in the report, Lucy, we did our sex, drugs, and Netflix, and we had over 30 people, it's more than 30 people attend. for Aaron Weiner, and he was really good. So it was very, very good. I haven't gotten that recognition from the police department before. Had I said anything about that here?
Last month.
Yeah,
Not, it was at the town meeting, I don't remember now.
maybe it was at the cow meeting. Yeah, that was pretty nice. And EAG, I think is going to start picking up. Blessings on you, and on Taylor. But Taylor does an amazing job. I mean, she is just amazing with how she does it. Anna's come back, and it's wonderful that we have Anna here. We had figured out that the last time Anna was full-time was right before Adela was born. So now she's back in the saddle again, and she's doing a great job too. And, you know, I'll continue on with my yoga nidra meditation. And of course, Ela will always be mentioned in there, but yeah. So thank you. Thank you all for the opportunity and being so supportive of me. It means a lot. It's like really tough seeing all these people. What? Oh, come on.
So on behalf of the board, we wish you well. And I'm going to flip over this board. On behalf of the board, here's some flowers and you will be next.
I'm not gone all the way. Wait. Oh, beautiful. Wait. Wait, fix her hair. No, my hair. Get it cut. I'm always telling her to get that cut. Always telling you to get it cut. Thank you. And yeah, well, they're putting an article in Equoy about all my years, because I've been in Equoy since
You gotta keep that going too.
2006.
Coalition.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and the coalition, we're already got, Anna started with them with our next round of postcards that we've been doing. And so, yeah, it's been great. That smell was the lilies from the other flowers that somebody brought me. That's what
Are you
it was.
sure?
Yeah, okay, lilies are wicked. But anyway, thank you more than a million times over. And I'll be around. They'll be coming back and forth, so.
Thank you for all your years.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, 2 decades. Who said that?
Change your phone numbers or anything?
Huh?
They're gonna change your phone numbers.
No, I'm keeping the same number.
I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know.
Well,
Unfriend her.
I like to see how long it will take you before you teach your grandchildren to knit.
Well, they're too little right now.
Oh, no, they can do it.
Calvin knows how to play the bowls, though. I'm not letting him do my crystal bowls, but he knows how to play the Tibetan ones. So, you know, that's a big deal with the yoga nidra, the sound healing. So yeah, Calvin knows how to do that. I have to say, Lucy and I in the beginning, and it's too bad TOI doesn't do this again. We went on this, what she's talking about is this leadership program that Lucy and I participated in. And I kind of slipped in on that because everybody else was like to the crucial except for me. And Lucy's like, come on, we're going to go to this. And it was fascinating. And I tell you, I haven't seen any of those. They do their little webinars, but that we really learned a lot and we really got to know each other too as well.
All the different colleges.
Yeah.
You know, University of Chicago and.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So you'll still see me around. I'm not gone all the way, but thank you.
Okay, thanks again. But these aren't lilies, it's those lilies that are bad. But thank you for the flowers. Okay, anything else? I think we're good. Next will be on a new business intergovernmental agreement with Village of Kildare. I'd like to have a motion to approve the IGA with the Village of Kildare beginning tonight, June 10th, 2021.
Motion.
Yep.
So in here it says that there's a 3% increase.
Up to.
There was, I didn't see. This is-
No. We have an increase, the rates since 2018.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, and that's why we've been with all the villages, through this renewal.
Okay.
Because we would have to give them notice ahead of time before our April budget. And they all have different budget years, but they all come in like March, April, May. So we decided to, inside the agreement, it states that if we're going to have an increase, we have to give them a 30-day notice so that we get going on March 1st, because it's easier for them to budget. input. And they were happy with that.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
cool.
in context of that, the taxpayers that are still paying a portion of their taxes to the in the first place.
Right.
And we're trying to make money percent.
Right.
Right, we're covering our costs. I mean, I'm sure that it's a fair price and maybe it's even a discounted rate, but it's much more, it's very easy. It's a good price for the villages because they have their own public works would be.
Or hire a private contractor, pay for billing rate would be a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and we met with the village of Kilburn yesterday. I was invited to go to that one along with Mark, and, you know, they're very happy with the work that they do, and they know that they're given a list of things to do, and they fit it in when they, you know, when they can, and some become more a priority depending on what it is, but they're very happy and they want to continue that relationship, so. And Mike said a lot, so.
Absolutely.
So,
I have trustee Sykes making a motion.
yes, do we have a second? Okay, any other questions?
Trustee Sykes,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Newport.
Yes.
I'm going to start calling you by your first name.
Yes.
Supervisor Conrad.
Yes. Okay, next, we have an agreement with the Village of Deer Park as well. So can we have a motion to approve that IGA with the Village of Deer Park, again, beginning June 10th, 2021? Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Okay, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Wilhite. Yes. Trustee Sykes,
Yes.
trustee Newport.
Yes.
Supervisor Conrad,
Yes.
trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Okay, we have a second agreement with the Village of Deer Park. This is for their snow removal. They're the only municipality that we do snow plowing for. And our Village of Kilburn would love to have us, but it would require a much larger manpower and a lot more trucks, so we have to decline at this point. So anyway, motion to accept the agreement with the Village of Deer Park for snow plowing contract.
Second.
Any questions on that?
I would just like to add a thank you to you and to Laura and Mike, the staff working on updating these. So it's been a while since they've been updated, so I appreciate all the work you're doing with that.
They were updated 2 years ago, but
Yeah, I mean, mild updates 2 years ago. Like,
yeah, there's
There's
been
kind
some
of changed the name,
tweaking.
but
Yeah,
some of the actual statutory corrections, I think, are appreciated.
thank you. You're welcome. We have a motion?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need a motion?
Who made the motion? Yeah.
The second one, okay. And you second, okay. We call roll then?
Mm-hmm. Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Sykes,
Yes.
trustee Bowman.
Yeah.
Trustee Supervisor Conrad,
Yes.
and Newport.
So then the last IGA for tonight is the one with, of the Village of Long Grove. Are you ready? Again, same thing, same end date, same start date, same contract, letting them know when the rates might go up. And obviously we'll look more carefully into this next year when now that we have, like the superintendent, so. Okay, can we have a motion to approve the IGA with the Village of Long Grove beginning June 10th, 2021?
Motion.
Any questions on this one? Okay,
Trustee Sykes,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite, trustee Newport. And trustee Bowman.
Yes.
wait, I don't know if she responded. Did you?
I said yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Supervisor Conrad.
Yes. We good? We got that? Okay, moving on. Next on the agenda is a Gable Hamilton 2021 parking lot assessment with a 10-year improvement program. In your packets is what we'd like to approve tonight is a plan, so to speak, for the next 10 years. So we have, just so we can spread out our costs, because some of them are quite expensive. The only thing I could add is that there is a line missing on the bottom of page 1. It does not include the construction cost of inflation for fiscal year 2026 at the bottom. It was on the original contract that he submitted to me, but not on this, the second one, when we kind of made a couple of changes at the top and it's for 2021 fiscal year. So the inflation rate on that would be about $5,000. Again, those are just estimates because we don't really know what the inflation will be. So that would put us for over the next 10, actually counting this year and the next 10 years, over just over $500,000, $7 million. So,
Assuming
yeah,
inflation.
right. Assuming inflation is somewhat close, but it's a guess.
Right.
I mean, look at oil prices these days, the gasoline prices these days, you put it from 1 year to the next, how much it changed, so. But obviously we'll take it as year as we go, but this is the goal then to start working on fiscal year 2021, so we can start going out to bid to get costs for resurfacing the cemetery driveway and the townhouse south central lot, as well as crack sealing and seal coating both parking lots at the community center. Again, it's just a plan, okay? The plan there. We have a motion to accept this plan.
Motion.
Second, somebody,
I'll second it.
and trustee Sykes,
Yes.
supervisor Conrad,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Woodford, Katie. Housing. And trustee Wilhite.
Yes.
Okay, next, as we discussed at the community center, at the committee of the whole meeting, the historical museum has a couple items on their wish list for things that need to be repaired or replaced at the museum. And we discussed having them get new window shades for the first floor, since some of them are ripped and they're afraid of things fading because of the sun coming through. So the pricing that we had received from them was one that was on sale, so I asked if we could approve. I'm looking for a motion to approve the purchase of these 7 window shades for the first floor of the museum at a cost not to exceed $1,100. We don't pay for tax, but in case the sale is not exactly the same, I'd like you guys to give them a little leeway in that, so if that's okay.
Second. Okay, trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite, trustee Townsend. Trustee Townsend?
Oh, you thought you were supposed to say trustee Ufadike. That's why then. So yes.
Yes, okay. All right, trustee Sykes
Yes.
and supervisor Conrad.
Yes. Next is the resident guide. We've been working on this for the last month, and I would like to say the final copy is in your books, but it's the almost final copy. We found a couple little minor things that need to be corrected. I will share them with you if you want to see them, but I'd like to get this to print if possible next week. It's just we want to take out Ela Township on page 3. It's just all minor changes.
The QR code is in there.
No,
The bit that, what is that?
QR code
Oh, okay.
and that takes you to where?
website.
No, I thought we were putting it on the website, so it takes you to the resident guide. So do I get that?
No.
What if there's something needed on the phone and go back to yours?
Okay, well, I don't know where we're gonna put it, so we'll have to figure that out.
Is there room on the cover?
You can put it, I mean,
Is she removing something on the information, right?
No, no, the only thing we're updating is the website pages are incorrect. There's a couple that are incorrect.
there's
We're
just,
shorting them.
yeah, they're just long because of the type in.
I'm sorry?
The website addresses for like the,
Yes,
so
we removed that. We're removing, like, for instance, on the bottom one, it'll say elatownship.org/department/CFS. It won't say community family services. That's just Crazy. No one will ever get that. Because they have minus Gloria dash M dash comma, that's just not happening. They should just be supervisor. So that everything gets there. So we'll find a place for, do you have a QR code?
Yeah, we can put this QR code either on the first page, and shift around some of that.
Yeah.
The last page, I think just working just on that, we were trying to add something else under the might be a little visual.
I think I sent it a class, I'm gonna do it with logo and something.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I think this page is probably the best page to put it on, the index page maybe. But we'll find a spot. Sorry.
No, that's fine, that's great.
Any other questions?
Are you keeping the www and everything?
I believe so. Yes. Oh, yes, it is necessary. I don't think.
You can always modify it.
I mean, if it's a lot of work.
It's official, yeah, I mean, it's official, but.
I have ideas for next one. I know you're like in the, not in building, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So this should last a couple of years.
Yeah, it
Give or
should.
take.
That's the plan.
That's the hope, so.
2 years
I got a bid for you too.
for these. Okay, we've already had 2.
Oh, okay.
But yes, you can send me right away tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. I just was waiting to hear on when I should get.
Oh, we were getting, we got quotes for 1,000 and 2,500.
Last week.
I can give you the specs if you like that. If we.
Yeah, just to put, I've been talking back and forth.
Okay. All right, can we have a motion then to accept the resident guide with the couple changes that we just discussed?
Joy second. Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Supervisor Conrad.
Yes.
Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Trustee Housing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
You got it all? Okay, great, thanks. Number 17, 2021 summer newsletter. Can I have a motion to table this? It's not quite where you're going there yet. We're still waiting for a few people to submit their articles. So can I have a motion to table for the next meeting?
Motion to.
Okay. Lucy, we call the roll?
Trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Trustee Housing.
Yes.
And Supervisor Conrad.
Yes. Okay, and last but not least for the agenda is the, can I have a motion to approve an ordinance establishing standing committees for the next 2 years, ordinance number 2021-04. Is this, this will be in place for 2 years. With the chair and the members of each committee. No, motion.
Okay, sorry.
Can we have a motion?
to,
Okay, thanks.
A second.
Okay. Questions?
questions, no, never mind, I'll ask them.
You sure? Yeah. Okay. All right, the motion second, any other questions? Anybody else want to comment? Okay.
Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Trustee Housing.
Yes.
Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Supervisor Conrad.
Yes. Now can I have a motion to go into executive session, please, for the purpose of discussing litigation, personnel, minutes, and land acquisition.
Motion.
Second.
Oh, second.
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, Trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Housing.
Yes.
Oh, you're not gonna be here. Sorry. Okay.
So we can
We can call, right, 3 minutes.
stop the recording.
Yeah.
She's on.
Supervisor Conrad.
Yes.
Only if she's the only one on there.
She is. She's on one. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm the only one on.
That's the way we did it last
Yeah,
year.
we call it.
Okay, so we're closing open session at 7:41. Motion to session at 8:26.
Second.
Okay, trustee Wilhite.
Yes.
Policy. Policy.
Tassie, you present?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
Trustee Bowman
Yes.
and Supervisor Condit.
Yes, here. Okay, I'd like to have a motion. How should we do this?
As
To act
directed.
as directed by making, writing a reimbursement check.
No, directed.
As
As directed
In executive session. Okay.
Don't mention what it's.
Okay, as directed in executive session. We have a motion.
Motion.
Okay, trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Cosby.
Yes.
Trustee Bowman
Yes.
and trustee Supervisor Condit.
No. Okay, can we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
So we call the roll.
Trustee Sykes.
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite. Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Trustee Cosby.
Yes.
Supervisor Condit.
Yes?
And Senior Time.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is 8:28. Okay. Good night, Tassie.
Okay, good. Thank you.